you keep bringing up family, and like it is hard. Like it's a family that's changed over the years.
Yeah. Yeah.
And even the loss of Naya is like
Yeah.
it's also so deeply tragic, and that
Yeah.
a real friend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. I had never experienced death from anyone close to me until Corey. And then Naya, there were other people too in our lives at that time. It was very strange. There was a couple year period where I would go to England a lot, and every time I was in England, somebody died. It was there was one time I went for 3 days and somebody died within those 3 days. And everyone was like, Kevin, you have to stop going. It's like, it's dark, but we have, like, we all make jokes about it because it's like, what? It was like 3 or 4 times.
That's
like,
terrifying.
We're like, what is?
Crazy.
Yeah. So, I mean, the upside, or like, I guess like the silver lining in all of this is that we do have each other to, get each other through it all. And, group texts and group hangouts really help with all that. And it's one of those things where it's a very unique, death is not a unique experience. It's this horrible club that everyone's going to, like, you lose somebody close to you, everyone at some point is going to experience, and it's terrible. But having people to be able to share in that, and to, we'll text each other like, oh, one day somebody will text the group and be like, just thinking about Naya a lot today, like, love you all, like that sort of thing. And it is really nice and comforting to be able to, there's always an open floor, an open space for everybody to just share that at all times. And, it also unfortunately puts things in perspective of when you do have all of this sort of drama and all that, where it's like some things just don't matter ultimately at all. And again, I think that's also why a lot of us have so much gratitude, not just for the show, but for, our relationships and everything, because unfortunately we've learned how quickly that can go. And so we've made the best friends that we've ever had some of the best experiences we've ever had. And so we're just very grateful for any time, that we get with each other.
Grief is rough, man.
Oh, it's strange. And then there's like the public component of it that is very, very weird.
I can't, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know quite how to explain it, but, and we weren't even like that famous when Glee was on, but like there are people who go through this that are wildly famous, and I can only imagine what it's like for them. Like for us, it was like we have to coordinate schedules and like, what are we saying to the press? And then anytime I would go out in public, it's like people bringing it up. I'm like, I'm 3 days into this. Like, I don't necessarily want to talk to a stranger about this right now, but like, I understand why you feel compelled to, and like those things would happen. And it still happens. And some people are better at approaching the subject than others.
Yeah, like right now.
Like this is completely fine, but I mean, it happened a couple weeks ago where somebody said some wild thing to me. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I don't remember exactly how they phrased it, but they brought up Naya, and they said something. I'm like, I'm just trying to get a coffee. You know what I mean? Like, it's 9 a.m, and you just said some wild shit to me. And I know I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. I know you probably did not mean it how it came out, but damn. I'm like, it
was like a stranger or a fan said it to you.
A stranger, yeah. And they were like coming up, and it was nice, and they were like being nice and saying they love Glee, and then they like, they transitioned into Naya and got like really like locked onto talking about her and how sad. And I'm just like, bro, it's the 9. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know you. I'm like, that's still like, that's a human. That's a real person.
Yeah.
It's one of my best friends ever. Like, can we just not right now? That's not to say like people do it, bring it up, and are super respectful about it, and it's like totally fine. And I love to hear I genuinely do, like, how many people like loved her if they had met her or just watching her on Glee, because like so stupidly talented, like Corey,
It's so
same thing.
gifted.
And so like all about it, but there's a certain way to approach these
No,
things.
well, people should give the same grace you'd give a best friend. You should give to somebody who is in the public eye.
Yeah.
So-
I mean, it's taught me a lot about that too. It's like I grew up in the suburbs of Dallas. We would get all the Us Weeklies and People magazines and see all these things and talk about famous people like we knew them. And then going through all of those things, you're like, oh my God. Like the way I grew up talking about these people, and now I see it in how everybody talks about it. I'm like, oh God, this is a real human. Everyone's a real human, and most people do not know what you're saying about them, and they don't care. But at the same time, like, everyone should be given like at least the benefit of having respect. And like, we do not know. My sister the other day, she's gonna hate this. She was talking about. Oh, who was she talking about? Oh, she's obsessed with the Jonas Brothers, and she's 52, by the way. Oh, she's gonna murder me. And she was talking positively about like she loves Joe. She's like, oh, I was so happy. Like Kevin got to sing a song, and I'm just like,
Kelsey knows.
Kelsey, thank
I
you.
was really happy for Kevin. Okay.
Right? But the way she was, and I was staying with her for several days, and she brought them up several days in a row, and each day it got like a little more personal. And by the end of my trip, I was like, do you know them? And she's like, no, but I've been a fan of them forever. And like, I was like, you don't know these people. I get like being a fan of them, but the way you were talking about them is the way I would talk about my friends. And I think there's like a difference. And I'm a little concerned. And also like, she knows, like she would bring her kids to set. She grew up the kids grew up on the Glee set. And she knows everyone so well. I'm like, you know what it's like to be on the inside of this and have people talk about you. Like, just remember that these are like real humans with like real families, real friends. And that was her talking positively about them. And so I think I'm just like a little more sensitive to it. But it's like, damn. It's like, you don't know Kevin. I'm like, Kevin is so nice. They're all so nice and wonderful that I am happy for Kevin if that's a good thing. But like,
Kevin, we support
We're all happy
you.
for Kevin.
yeah, but it's like, damn, I've actually met them. I'm like, Shannon, you don't know them. Oh, she's gonna kill me